Hey, somebody. Hello. Even if you ain't gonna stick around or you don't want to speak, thank you for stopping in, whoever you are. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Sis, what's up, baby? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Always, always. I'm ready to see you too. As always. Damn. You start drinking, you just be having them what they the correct terminology is barge, but burp. You having a burp. We got little mics right here. Good news is I can play a little bit tonight because I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Thank you, Lord, for holidays. Thank you, Lord, for holidays. There was a time I used to be in all these um, technically essential jobs, and it didn't matter. Like my good sis, it didn't matter what day it was. If it's your birthday, Jesus' birthday, it don't matter. You had to be at work. So I'm thankful for holidays and where I'm at now. I'm finna get started. I gotta stop. I gotta clear my throat first and quit barging or burping first. I'm doing this topic actually for somebody to ask me to speak on this topic. So hopefully she sees it. Uh, I can imagine. They having some here um, tomorrow at the new park here, the new park, Cornerstone. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Anybody come along, it's good. Damn. Hey y'all, welcome to Keena's Corner. I'm your girl Keena, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. Here on Keena's Corner, I speak facts, opinions, truths, vulnerabilities, and need to knows. If you're here on my YouTube, if you come along, or on my Facebook page, please do me a favor, comment on the video, like the video, share the video, just interact with my content. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel or on Facebook, please, if you would for me, I'd appreciate it if you would do that. I would truly, truly appreciate your support. If you're gonna be here, please interact with my content. That's all I ask. Of course, when you interact, when you comment, when you like, when you share, when you subscribe, that's how Facebook and YouTube is gonna know that you enjoy it. So they'll just push your girl up the algorithm. So show a little love if you're here. If you don't, I still appreciate you even for coming. If you come anyway, and stop by, I appreciate you wholeheartedly. If you do come along, of course, you know what to do. Drop something in the comment section. Let your girl know you up in here. I do appreciate y'all. Um, if you enjoy this episode that I do, maybe it's your first time, third time, and you just trying to get a feel of it and see if you like it. And the things I talk about, if you enjoy this episode or other episodes, please go follow or subscribe to any of the podcast apps. I'm on a bunch. I'm on Apple Podcast, Overcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio. It's a bunch. Literally, if you don't know where to find me on a podcasting app, literally just Google Keena's Corner and I will pop up for you somewhere if you enjoy any of my content so you don't necessarily have to watch a live video. Thank y'all so much again. I appreciate your support, regardless. So for this particular episode, I was asked to speak on this subject by a fan, a listener, subscriber, follower, whatever you want to call yourselves. Whatever you call yourselves, I appreciate your support. You can call them supporters. So I was actually asked to speak on this topic, and the title is definitely not going to be what you think it is. It's not going to be that. If you read the topic or the title of this episode, it says Independence Day. Again, it's not going to be what you think it is. I came up with a little clever title when I was kind of going over, this episode and what I was asked to speak on. So I know that tomorrow is the 4th of July or Independence Day. I know that. But I thought of this, clever title to go along with the episode. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So the person that asked me to speak on this actually is pretty funny because I ran into her out and she listens to the show and she requested this. She asked me to talk about how some people like can hurt you, but then they try to make your life harder. Like they try to make your life more difficult, right? So I named this topic Independence Day because it's fitting. If you if you get where I'm going with that, it's got a lot to do with us personally, right? So without further ado, let's hop into the episode. First and foremost, ooh, I've been there, done that. I get it. What I mean with the title Independence Day is that eventually you gained your independence. Eventually, at some point you did. You figured out at some point that you didn't need what's a name, big fruit cuphead ass. You didn't need them, right? That's what you figured out, and that's primarily why, at least I do believe, why people can hurt you constantly. They can disrespect you. They can have you out here looking stupid, have you looking embarrassed, have giving people a reason to laugh at you, to point fingers at you. They can literally do the most gutter shit in the world to you. Then they act a complete fool once you finally leave because you've gained your independence. A lot of the time, people be upset because you don't need them. Word. That's just fact. A lot of time, people will be upset simply because you did not need them, right? A lot of time, they'll be upset because you ain't begging them to come back. A lot of time, they're going to be upset because you ain't begging, you ain't crying, you ain't pleading, right? A lot of time, they will be upset because you are not a fool, you are not a dummy, and you refuse to play either one of them roles. Holla if you hear me. That's a word. That's a word. A lot of the time, people really will be upset because they're gonna realize that they don't have as much power and control over you as they thought. Word too. That's a word. Ultimately, y'all. Ultimately, even though they wronged you and they treated you like shit, y'all, these people will really be upset because you found your independence. That's what I'm talking about on this episode. You stood on whatever boundaries you had. You stood on them at some point. So happy Independence Day from your girl Kina on Kina's Corner. Happy Independence Day, right? So y'all see what I did with the title? When you choose to let people go, you've done it. And what I mean about you've done it, literally, you have done your big one. You did this shit. Because, honey, baby, a piece of man is not better than your piece, not better than my piece, period. You got to know that some people will never be capable of, first of all, of admitting when they're wrong. Hear me. Because even if they treated you horribly, they may still end up hating you and trying to make your life hell, trying to make your life more difficult, all because you gathered up the strength to walk away. That's sad, but it's true. Because they can no longer control you or the situation. Because they know if you were, you are no longer weak. All because you set boundaries. All because you chose yourself. All because you no longer choose them, but you chose to love yourself first. All because you are not weak. So sometimes when you finally gain the strength to leave, y'all, they understand or learn that they are no longer in control. And some people cannot fathom, they can't fathom or handle that. They cannot. I do believe, most what's going on right now. I do believe currently right now that the word narcissist is overused and abused. I do. But you gotta know that when you deal with situations like these, you gotta know that some people are solely plain out narcissistic. Period. They are. Because when you leave, whoever that person is, they are not able to keep that perfect image that they've been portraying to everybody else. They can't keep it no more. When you leave, they could have like a plethora of things to apologize to you for that they knew they were wrong for. But some people do not know how to do that. Some people will never admit they were wrong. Some excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. Some people don't know how to say they were wrong. They don't. They don't. Some things, y'all, they won't be able to do. And honestly, sometimes it's admitting any fault or any wrongdoing. Some people can't do that. I mean, literally everything, it will be your fault. You just got to know that because for them, the thing to do is go around making your life harder. placing that blame on you. Another thing for them to do is treat you so terrible, that you and others start actually believing that you wronged them when it was definitely the other way around. There's some shit right there. Ain't that some shit? There's something. When you successfully walk away from an abuser, a manipulator, a narcissist, etc., you've taken your power back. And if you have, salute to you. Happy Independence Day. They will lose all that control that they thought they had. And honestly, at some point, they've had some effect and control over you. At some point, they have. Acknowledge that. A lot of people don't know how to process it once you leave because in a narcissist's mind, you did them wrong. Yeah, even though they did everything under the sun to you, in their mind, you did them wrong. You did them wrong. Even for you leaving, yes, you were wrong. It's never going to be the other way around. They were wrong and they ain't going to never truly apologize. Sometimes it's just how it is. It ain't gonna never be sometimes that they acknowledge what was done. Sometimes it's not gonna be there. They won't say a lot of times that they were wrong, and a lot of times they will not apologize. A lot of the time they will not even acknowledge what was done. Right. A lot of the times you will not get that place where you get that closure. So you can move on. You're not gonna get it. It's just honestly just quite the opposite, y'all. These folks ain't apologizing. They ain't feeling acknowledge it. They ain't finna give you no closure. They really hope you don't move on. It's never gonna be a thing like it's I understand, I apologize. I apologize for hurting you, for doing this, for doing that. It's like no, it's an unhealed ass person. It's like sir or whoever. I walked away because you have shown me over and over again that you have zero problem hurting me, right? I walked away because you seen me hurt, you seen me cry, you seen me beg and plead. It never bothered you, right? I walked away because I knew I wasn't damn crazy, even when you made me feel like I was losing my mind, right? It never bothered you to manipulate and gaslight me. At some point, a lot of us walk away because we know that we can do better and we deserve it just the same. We know we can do a little better. We know that. We walk away because we had to set and stand on them boundaries in order to protect ourselves. And when you stand up and speak and advocate for self, y'all, you will certainly see a change. Sometimes you're going to lose people. And it's not necessarily them changing, but it's definitely them revealing their true self or how they truly feel. Just pay attention. It is them showing you who and how they are all along. Like who and how they were all along. Pay attention because if you really want to know who and how somebody is, go through a breakup, somewhere your heart and feelings in it, emotions in it. Go through something like that. If they try to make life difficult when you leave, honestly, I would say that you did yourself a favor by leaving. I would, because that's some toxic shit right there. I don't care what you say, that's toxic. That's toxic. Cause like, how you do me wrong? How you hurt me? How you betray me? How you have me out here looking stupid, having people giving people a reason to laugh at me? How you had me out here crying? How you had me out here thinking I was crazy, manipulating me? But then when I leave, you upset. It's like I know you fucking lying. Like the damn audacity. Cause y'all, if folks ain't got nothing, they always have audacity. Always. Always. When you with an unhealed ass person, whether it be a manipulator, a controlling person, or an abuser, or a narcissist, y'all, they usually gonna see you as weak. Don't mean you are, but that's what they see you as. I said it once, I'll say it again. Unhealed people, they looking for prey. They out here preying on people. They looking for somebody that appears weaker, that they think is weaker than them. Somebody that they can take advantage of. Period. They are. And when you walk away, you're going to challenge every single thing that they thought they knew, every single piece of control that they thought they had, including you. Right. And that's why oftentimes they either try to make your life hell or they act as if they really hate your goods. Because in their mind, if they can't stand you, you must have done something wrong. Right. To everybody else, quote, well, shit, she must have done something. Hell, he can't stand her. Right? A healed person will respect your decision to walk away if there was something you set a boundary on and they didn't work on correcting their behavior. That's a word. I hope you heard me. A person that is truly healed will respect whatever decision you made. If that decision to walk away, if there was something that you kept addressing, that boundary that you set, and they never corrected their behavior, tried to correct their behavior. Not a toxic, unhealed ass person. No, that's a whole different ball game we're talking about. Because they will let you go, but they might end up hating your guts for real. They'll let you go because in their mind they can't use you no more though. Because again, you stood on your boundaries and they can't control you. You stood up for yourself and they know that you are not weak like they thought, right? Unhealed people show us exactly what boundaries we need to work on. Word. That's a word. That's a word. I had an episode similar to that quote I just said. Unhealed people show you exactly what boundaries we need to work on. The episode was titled What You Accept is a Reflection of You. If y'all haven't listened to that one after this one, go listen to it. It's good, right? When you stand on your boundaries, you're gonna lose some people, y'all. And the unhealed people that you lose, baby, they just may hate you for it. It's just fact. That's it. Good riddance, though. Good riddance, because those are the type of people that you don't need around you in your life. It is truly insane to me how some people really can treat you awful as fuck with no consequence. They think ain't finna be no consequence behind it. They think you just supposed to take it and accept it. They don't expect you to do nothing to one day know your words, to one day get up and move and do something about it, one day to choose yourself. They do not expect you to do that. It's insane to me. They will treat you like shit, treat you awful, and think there is no consequence behind it. That is insane to me, right? I mean, treat you inhumane as if you don't have feelings, as if you don't have emotions, right? And expect you to be okay with it. But the very moment you walk away, you would think that you were one that did all the wrong, all the wrongdoing. That's insane to me, y'all. There is so much power in taking your power back. A person can only do what you allow. And of course, what you allow will absolutely continue. Some people will actually disrespect you in every single way possible. But when you finally muster up that strength to leave, you're going to be everything except a child of God. That's sad, but it happens. Well, shit, Mr. Sir, Mr. Ma'am can't help you. You an unhealed ass person, and if you mad, baby, put on a cape so you can be super mad. How about that? So whoever you are, whether man or woman, gain back your power. There is so much power in gaining your power back, taking your power back. There's so much power in that. Gain your independence. You don't need anybody who intentionally hurts you, meaning they thought about it. They knew it would hurt you. There was some thought into it before they did it at the time. Honestly, they just didn't give a fuck. But they knew it would hurt you. You don't need people around you who will intentionally hurt you. Maybe because they were being selfish at the time. They just wanted what they wanted at the time. But when thinking about how bad it was going to hurt you and how they would feel if it was done to them, you don't need people around you who intentionally hurt you. You don't need people around you who disrespect you. If they can't respect you, ain't nothing but the opposite disrespect. Why are they there? You don't need people around you like that who disrespect you. Period. Period. You're supposed to be a team. Ain't no way you got somebody in your face that's calling you out your name or doing shit behind your back. And one way in front of people and then another one behind closed doors. You don't need people around you who disrespect you. Period. You don't need anybody around you who puts you down. Who puts you down. They're supposed to be uplifting you at the very least. You don't need anybody around you like that. You do not you do not need somebody around you who puts other people or other things before you. If that's the case, be by your damn self. You do not need people around you that lie to you. If they lie to you, you can't trust them. They're not trustworthy. Without trust, you don't have anything. You don't need people like that around you. You do not need people around you who are unloyal. You don't. Absolutely. I get that's trust. They not loyal. They go where the wind blow. So if somebody talking about you, they probably gonna be in that number, right? Those are the type of people that you ask, well, why were they so comfortable saying what they said about me to you? You don't need people like that around you. You don't need people around you who are inconsistent. Like one day this way, one day they this way, the next day this way. One minute they this way, the next minute they this way. You don't even know what the fuck to expect. You don't need people like that around you. You don't need people around you who are abusive in any type of way. Many forms of abuse. Many. You don't need anybody around you like that. Abuse in any form is not okay. And abuse, of course, is something that hurts. It's trauma. Why would you want somebody like that around you? You don't need anybody around you like that. Gain back your power, y'all. Gain back your independence. Sometimes when people will do everything to you under the sun, literally hurt you to your core, damn near break you, have you crying and begging and sliding down walls like they did back in the 90s music videos. But the moment that you gather your strength and your power and you leave and you choose yourself and know your worth, they're going to cut a damn fool and try to make your life a living hell. But when you do walk away, you have gained your independence. You have chosen yourself. So if you have, or if you have not, keep walking. It's doable. It's hard, but you can do it. If you have, I'm proud of you. Salute. Happy Independence Day. I'm done, y'all. That's my spiel. I'm done, y'all. I know everybody getting ready for the holiday and stuff. 'Cause y'all real dead tonight. I don't even see nobody on here. But anybody, my sis, I appreciate you for coming for real. And one thing about these live stream though, I'm cool with that honestly because I mean people can go back and watch and the I think Facebook, I think they got it now where eventually they delete your live videos after so long. I mean, I don't really need a whole video, but I get the videos anyway from my editing app that I use to post the podcast apps. I couldn't even get that out. So if I need them, I just download them. I have a lot of them in my camera roll anyway, so it's much clearer and all that kind of stuff. If I need them, but I do download them because I use them for shorts and stuff that I post like on TikTok. I need to start back posting them on Facebook. I've been slipping, but y'all, I be so busy and just there be so much stuff going on, y'all. Look, I ain't even gonna hold you because really ain't nobody even in here. I hope y'all enjoy your holiday tomorrow. Um, I know you know us black folks, my culture, we call it the fourth. I hope y'all enjoy your holiday the fourth tomorrow with your family. If y'all popping fireworks and firecrackers and all that kind of stuff, y'all please be careful because stuff be happening. I'm gonna have my little babies tomorrow out there having a little fun. And I know things have changed, especially since I've come up. Since I was a little girl, of course, we always celebrated the 4th of July, for Independence Day. But we getting a little older, and our culture starting to get in touch with in tune with Juneteenth. So that's our Freedom Day. But we still celebrating. Just glad to be free as much as we can right now in this country. Y'all know you hear, you get it. Even if you're not from this country, shit, you see the news. So you know. All right, y'all. Before I get out of here, I gotta slow down. Before I get out of here, I wanted to ask that each you go follow Kingdom's Corner podcast page on Facebook. My Spotify listeners, you can now comment on the episodes. Please do that for me if you feel the need. If you want to leave me a suggestion, if you want to let me know what you thought about the show, please utilize the option. If you leave me a comment, I will read it, and I promise you I will respond. I'll read your comments and I certainly will reply. To my YouTube subscribers, I'm also available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, many, many other sites, y'all. If you can't catch a live video, just go, please follow me on one of these podcasts and apps. I would truly appreciate it. If you do that, you can just listen to me. You won't have to watch a video. I thank y'all so much for tuning into season 9, episode 2 of Kino's Corner. This is episode 82 in total. Oh, yeah, 82. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed delivering the message. I thank you sincerely for being here, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. I'm your girl, Kina. I'm out. I'm signing out. I love y'all so very much. I'll talk to you next week. Mwah. Mwah. Bye.